Good morning, y'all. So it is March 16th. It's 9:28. So market opens in 2 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and do our top down analysis. So this is the daily. Price is currently bullish. So that means it's an uptrend. Okay. So yes, price went up, came back down, and currently going back up. We are at a resistance. We do have some room to the trend line. But what I did notice on the 1 hour on the daily, is that price was coming down and it came back up. But it didn't break structure. Okay. So on the 4 hour, price came down, came back up. There is a zone here on the, hold on, let me delete these other zones. Okay. Price is currently in this zone on the 4 hour. So just so we can follow it along, because if it does end up invalidating, then we won't have to worry about this. Okay. So again, price came down. We're getting some minor breaker structures. Came back for the top, came down, came back up. And it looks like it's just been hanging out here. This is the zone on the 1 hour. So let me write the 1 hour zone. I usually like the 1 hour zone over the 4 hour zone. And it's the supply zone because, that's me giving you a blink. That's me giving you a little blink to see if you remember. But it's the supply zone because price sold out of it. So if it was a demand zone, price would have bought out of it. So a demand zone would be something like price breaking this structure. So this is the demand zone. So for the 30 minutes, okay, price came down, came back up. We're currently getting some rejections. Price hasn't been able to close over this resistance. I realize you guys can't see my line, so I guess I gotta make it the brightest color ever. I hope this helps, cause okay, so price is currently on an uptrend. We do have a gap down here. So there could be a potential for price to fill this gap. This is just to let me know we have a gap in this area. Price is going on an uptrend. It broke this structural candle. This candle came out of this zone. So this is a demand zone for current price action. That's if price want to come all the way back down here. That's a 30-minute zone. So we have a supply zone and we have a demand zone. It's a 15-minute. So again, I prefer the 1 hour and the 15-minute. So this is just a more accurate look on the 15-minute. That's the zone it pushed out of. Never came back for the tap. Okay. Looks like we're about to invalidate this 1 hour supply zone, but still got 40 seconds till candle close. This demand zone never got a tap. If price closed above here, this supply zone may be invalid. And it does have room to hit the trend line again. So let's see. Price, for where price currently is, we did get a break of structure on the 5-minute. So this would be the demand zone for the 5-minute. It looks like price closed above the resistance. It did. So this supply zone is about to be invalid. But we will have this demand zone, which price is buying out of. So that's fine. Yeah, that's invalid. So price definitely wants to buy today. Let's go over our notes. Okay, so this is what we trade. Well, this is what I trade. This is our supply and demand and ICC process. So for supply and demand, first you find the trend. So the trend is a buy. Then you wait for the break of structure. So the break of structure would be, this was the previous high, right? And I'll just make it here. This was the previous high. This high was broken by this candle, right? This candle broke this high. So that's the break of structure. Once you have the break of structure, you have to create your zone. So your zone will be the previous candle of the opposite color. So price bought out of this purple candle right here. Let me zoom in so you can see. Okay. So find the trend. So price is buying. Then you wait for the break of structure. This is the candle that broke structure. Then you wait for the tap of the zone. So again, the zone is the previous candle of the opposite color. And then we haven't gotten the tap yet. So we're really on step 3. We're waiting for price to come back and tap the zone. We also don't want price to invalidate the zone. But once price taps the zone, we decide the type of trader we're going to be. Are we going to be an aggressive trader? Are we going to be a conservative trader? Or are we going to be a safe trader? An aggressive trader waits for price to tap the zone. Once it taps, they get in. Even if it pulls back, they're in. I would compare that to being a spirit trader. A spirit flight. Like if you're on a spirit flight, you don't care about the turbulence. You don't care about the rough ride. You just want to get in and get to your destination. So that would be an aggressive trader. A conservative trader would be people like Delta. They, or JetBlue, they would wait for price to tap, but they'll wait for either momentum coming out of the candle in the direction they think price is going to go, or they'll wait for the candle to close outside of the zone. And then once price close outside of the zone, they'll get in. Okay, hold on, y'all. Looks like price about to come back and tap. So let me get my stuff ready just in case. Okay. I need it all the way set up. Hold on. Okay. So, hold on, see? It's happening fast. Let's see what happens. Is this the top? Is it gonna go in? Do we have to be aggressive? Let's see. Okay, let me remove this. Well, I'm gonna keep it here so you'll know what the breaker structure was. Can I write on it? I can. Okay, as it decides, let me finish. Hold on. I got 3 seconds. Let's see how it closes. It retests the resistance. Let's see if you can break the resistance for a tap. And get my that looks like an aggressive tap. I'm gonna trade conservative today, so I need the candle to close outside the zone, or this candle to flip bullish, which is this color, white. So we did get the tap. Now we're waiting for a conservative entry. Let's see how big the zone is. The size of the zone is important because 48, that's not bad. The size of the zone is important because it allows you to calculate how much you're risking once you enter the trade. We usually use the zone as our stop loss. So if the zone is like over 100, you're risking more than a zone that's like 48. Hold on, y'all. It keeps coming back to the zone. I can't even think about both things at once. Hold on. It wants me to enter, but I don't want to enter with this much time left on the clock with a zone this big. I closed outside the zone. I'm going to get in. It left me. It left me. I wasn't ready. Let me see if it'll pull back a little bit. If it doesn't, it's okay. We'll wait for another opportunity. It closed quick. Sheesh. I wasn't even ready. It's cool. We would just hit the 101 if we got in. Yep, we would be out the trade now. That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. It's cool. We'll wait for another one. We just gotta break a structure, so this is the new zone. Okay. Anyways, if we were to calculate, or let's do this new zone actually. So the size of this new zone is, let's see. Oops. Hold on, it's not accurate. So let's say 30 points. The size of this zone is 30 points, right? We know on MNQ, every tick is 50 cents, right? 4 ticks, which is 1 point. So 4 times 50 cents is $2, right? I think I have, so you'll do 2 times 30. I'm sorry, I'm watching this trade. Like, it's really not coming back. We could have been done for the day. Anyways, 30 points. You know that 1 point is equivalent to $2. So you'll do 2 times 30. This is a 60-point stop loss. So that isn't bad. And that's if you did one contract. Every time you add a contract, you multiply by the number of contracts that you add. So if you did 4 contracts, it'll be 204. Oh, it came back. Eesh. But this was on the same candle. I don't know. I don't like that. Okay, hold on. Let me focus. Anyways, if we had gotten to it, we would have entered at this candle open for the continuation higher. We would have got out at our 1-to-1. That's a crazy rejection. Okay, let's focus, y'all. Y'all get it. Y'all get the process. Hold on. That's a crazy rejection. Why is price rejecting so crazy right there? It did just break this high on a 1 hour. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can get this one. Let's see if we can catch this one. If it comes back closer to the zone, I'll get in before candle close. Because this one happened so fast. Oh, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. Well, we just made $60. I'll click sell. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I clicked sell. I did not mean to click that. Whoa. Now I'm definitely waiting till the candle close. I did not mean to do that. Well, we made $60 on that little quick pullback. Now I'm waiting because that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I'm like, why am I making money if it's pulling back? Girl. See, right here, this is where I want to be at. I got in. It says I'm down 6, so I must have got in a little bit lower. Oh, 1-on-1 would be short. That's a 1-on-1? Interesting. Well, we're in there, so. I did 4 contracts, so 4 times, what did I say that was? 60? 240? That's the potential 1-to-1. Whether we lose or win, it's a potential of 240. Did I say that? No, hold on. It was a 30-point zone times 2. That's $60 worth. 60 times. And I did 4 contracts, 240. Okay, yeah. This candle closes in 5 seconds. Hopefully it closes outside the zone. It did close outside the zone. It can still pull back, but like price can break structure, honestly. I might let it run past 101 because I feel like it can. But once I'm out, I'm out. I feel like it at least break structure. Yeah, I can get out. All right. Let's see what we made. Plus that extra 60. 330. 338. Hey, 338. I'm excited. Oh, that's funny. 444. Anyways. Yeah, so we got our like right here. Price did break structure. So the new zone would be this candle. So again, if you wanted to calculate your zone. Hi, baby.
What are you doing?
I'm trading.
Is it?
So a 35-point zone. These zones are pretty small, so that's not bad. I like smaller zones because it has a smaller stop loss, but your take profit can be a lot, more. But yeah, so that we're done for the day, really. 338 on a Monday, that is perfectly fine for me. But let me continue explaining this. So it just broke. So yes, you'll look for the indication that price wanted to break structure. So this was the previous high, right? This was the previous high. This candle broke this high. That was the indication price wanted to go higher. For example, currently, this candle broke this high. So this is an indication price wants to push higher, right? Then we would wait for the correction. Okay, this trade is good. We're just going to take that off. Then we would wait for the correction. So the correction is price coming back to a zone. So the zone for this break of structure would be here. Price pushed out of this zone. Okay. Price corrected back, tap the zone. So this is the correction. This candle, it corrected. Then you would find your entry. That's when you choose, I'm an aggressive trader, conservative trader, or a safe trader. Do you get in at the top, the candle close outside the zone, or do you wait for the next candle to push this high of this corrected candle? We got in once momentum started coming out of the zone. So we got in here and we got in for the continuation. So we got out here. Hold on. Yeah, so we got in here and got in for the continuation. And that's how you trade. So for example, we got the indication that price wanted to break higher. It broke higher. This is the zone that it pushed out of. It already tapped the zone. So this was more of an aggressive trade. Well, we still got 4 minutes on the candle, so yeah. So this is good price action, y'all. We get the indication, we get the correction, the continuation. Get the indication, get the correction, and then the continuation. So this is great price action. It starts to get a little funny when we start getting consolidation like this. That's when it starts to get a little funny. But this is good price action. Because remember, price doesn't just go straight up. It goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. And that's literally what's happening. This is the type of price action we like to see. So I'm going to end this video here. This trade was perfect. Today was perfect. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow.